Every trader steps into the financial markets carrying a profound aspiration. It's the vision of capturing that flawless market swing, multiplying their capital exponentially, or ultimately validating all the dedication, the late-night chart analyses, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Yet, somewhere amid the flurry of buy and sell orders, as that ominous red candlestick materializes on the screen, an insidious shift occurs. Expectation creeps in, uninvited and perilous. Initially, it masquerades as innocuous optimism. You meticulously plot your entry point, establish a firm stop-loss level, delineate your profit target, and settle in to observe. However, as the position evolves, your inner sentiments begin to fluctuate in tandem. You transition from disciplined waiting to fervent wishing. You yearn for the price to ascend more swiftly. You plead inwardly for it not to trigger your safety net. You cling to the notion that the market will rebound just this once, granting you another opportunity. And that yearning, that faint yet compelling emotional murmur, stealthily dismantles every principle of self-control you once held sacred. Before we continue, make this commitment. This channel isn't about quick fixes, it's about developing traders with mental strength and discipline. If that resonates with you, join us. Subscribe now so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Stay until the end and keep progressing with us, one mindset shift at a time. This video isn't just another trading video, it's a mirror for your mindset. Like now, comment what resonates, and stay until the end. Because one idea here could change how you think, and how you trade. Let's go. This yearning compels traders to paralyze in moments when swift loss cutting is imperative. It ignites avarice precisely when securing gains is the prudent choice. It obscures objective judgment, anchoring individuals to positions that are hemorrhaging value irretrievably. The true culprit behind a trader's downfall isn't the downward price movement itself. It's the unwavering conviction that the subsequent candlestick is destined to reverse the tide in green. To grasp this phenomenon fully, one must dissect the essence of hope within the trading context. Hope transcends mere positive thinking, it embodies an emotional barricade against the unvarnished truth. It's the psyche's defiant refusal to acknowledge the explicit signals broadcasted by the price chart. A position spiraling into deficit morphs into a narrative of imminent recovery. An unmistakable trend inversion is reframed as a fleeting correction. The ironclad rules you vowed to uphold suddenly morph into flexible suggestions, rationalized away with, just this time. This is the juncture where fortunes evaporate, not due to market deception, but through self-imposed denial of evident facts. Envision this scenario: you initiate a trade grounded in your meticulously crafted methodology. All elements align impeccably: the technical configuration, the opportune timing, the corroborating indicators. Abruptly, the market veers contrary to your anticipation. You reassure yourself it's merely a standard retracement. The decline intensifies. You persist, fabricating justifications. The price remains ensconced within the broader market structure. A reversal is imminent. As the bearish candles proliferate, your logical framework disintegrates into raw sentiment. It must pivot upward. It simply must. Yet, the market harbors no obligations. It never promised a turnaround. It remains indifferent to your technical breakdown, your precise entry, or your turbulent feelings. The market compensates based on statistical likelihoods, not on whimsical desires. Hope serves as a primal survival mechanism, fueling human perseverance amid dire circumstances. In the arena of trading, however, this innate drive morphs into a lethal liability. Markets operate devoid of emotional reciprocity, they adhere to rational frameworks, quantitative data, and recurring behavioral archetypes. Consider the analogy: in a battlefield siege, hope might sustain a warrior's vitality. But for a trader ensnared in a deteriorating position, hope methodically erodes their financial reserves. Elite traders discern this critical distinction. They have conditioned themselves to supplant hope with unyielding acceptance. Upon a trade breaching the stop-loss threshold, they refrain from supplication, they execute the exit promptly. When a setup nullifies its validity, they eschew debates with the visual data, they pivot to fresh prospects. This approach doesn't equate to robotic detachment, it's the hallmark of sophisticated trading maturity. Maturity in this domain entails recognizing that your primary role isn't to forecast market trajectories infallibly. It's to react adeptly to unfolding dynamics. You wield no dominion over forthcoming events, only over your subsequent actions. Expectation, veiled as aspiration, also amplifies internal strain. Prior to trade initiation, you've already scripted the ideal narrative. You've envisioned the windfall, the exhilaration, perhaps even the triumphant social media post to comrades. This mental construct evolves into an emotional confinement. As the trade deviates from your preconceived path, it jeopardizes not merely your funds but your idealized vision of success. When that vision shatters, so too does your adherence to protocol. This explains why countless traders with robust strategies perpetually incur losses. They approach each trade fixated on results rather than flawless implementation. They gauge triumph by monetary gains, not by fidelity to their methodology. Paradoxically, the instant you relinquish hope, when you cease demanding specific outcomes from individual trades, that's when authentic proficiency emerges. Your attention redirects from coercing the market to conform to your desires toward interpreting its genuine signals. Consider a tangible illustration. A trader called Daniel possessed a reliable framework. Pristine entry signals, stringent risk controls, a favorable 2:1 risk-reward balance. Nonetheless, during inevitable losing sequences, he would impulsively overhaul his approach, incorporating extraneous tools, oscillating between disparate techniques. His modification stemmed not from empirical evidence but from hopeful delusion. He aspired to unearth an infallible system impervious to defeats. Reality dictates, however, that all methodologies encounter setbacks. Every seasoned trader endures losses. The demarcation lies in their outlook. Professionals anticipate probabilistic outcomes, not utopian flawlessness. Before delving further, ponder this introspection. Are you grappling with apprehension, skepticism, or compulsive overtrading? The stark reality is that the majority of trading failures arise not from flawed tactics but from psychological frailties. This insight prompted me to author my ebook, Master Your Mind, Master Your Trades. It's brimming with actionable strategies to harness emotions, foster unwavering discipline, and operate at an elite level. If you're poised to elevate your trading prowess, explore the link in the description or the featured comment to secure your edition now. Resuming our discourse, Daniel was ensnared by the fallacy of absolute command, the notion that sufficient scrutiny, optimism, or endurance could avert adversity. Genuine expertise, conversely, derives from embracing discomfort as an integral component of the endeavor. That's a revelation eluding most traders. Losses aren't punitive measures, they're instructive responses. They illuminate whether your choices aligned with your guidelines, irrespective of the financial tally. A trade executed with sound rationale and controlled exposure qualifies as exemplary, even in deficit. Conversely, a rule-violating venture that yields serendipitous gains constitutes a misstep. Profit notwithstanding. This perceptual pivot neutralizes hope's influence. By decoupling success from immediate results, you obviate the compulsion for market validation. Your paradigm shifts to procedural integrity over prophetic Accuracy, restoring equilibrium. The adept trader acknowledges the impossibility of divining the ensuing candlestick but can reliably forecast their own conduct amid volatility. That's empowerment. That's assurance. Thus, the next occasion you confront a crimson position, murmuring, "Please for recovery," halt and interrogate, "Am I engaging in trading or mere wishful thinking?" For if aspiration dominates, authority has transferred to the market. Until you disentangle anticipations from actions, the arena will reiterate excruciating tutorials. Hope masquerades not as faith but as concealed dread. Triumph in trading demands no such crutch. It thrives on lucidity, restraint, and the fortitude to confront actuality, unaltered by desires. Comprehending this alters your worldview irrevocably. You cease querying, "Will this position succeed?" and commence inquiring, "Did I adhere impeccably?" Ultimately, trading transcends mere speculation on future movements, it's self-domination amid the flux. Therein lies hope's demise and reliability's genesis. Hope's infiltration isn't confined to adverse trades, it permeates surreptitiously, elusively, during preparatory phases, configuration scouting, and internal monologues. It camouflages as assurance, conviction, or procedural faith. Yet, fundamentally, it's not genuine trust, it's fixation on predetermined results. Traders universally concede the market's impartiality, yet they behave as if entitled to favors. You identify a configuration, dissect it meticulously, then succumb to an emotional tether, an internal echo asserting, "This must materialize favorably." That's hope eclipsing rationality. Objectivity evaporates, emotional stake intensifies. You've fabricated a mental mirage, the projected chart trajectory, the prospective earnings, the redemption of recent setbacks. Once this illusion crystallizes, your cognition filters dissonant data. That's how peril evades detection. As reversal indicators emerge, the sentiment-driven trader perceives not alarms but transitory dips. Diminishing volume or waning impetus. Merely an interlude. Proximity to stop-loss. Relocate it marginally. This embodies self-deceptive psychology. Hope's potency stems from its alleviation of imminent distress, furnishing rationale for persistence, anticipating reversal. In trading, however, such tenacity amplifies minor deficits into catastrophes. Truthfully, hope isn't an ally, it's a sedative, dulling reality's sting until irreversible. 2. Fathom its profundity, examine cerebral dynamics under expectant trading. Trade placement triggers dopamine release, akin to gambling or digital addictions, fostering anticipation. You visualize rewards, the euphoria. This neurotransmitter links to cerebral reward circuits, birthing hope. As prices oscillate, each fluctuation elicits survival-like responses. Favorable shifts amplify dopamine, engendering omnipotence. Adverse moves unleash cortisol. Stress as harbinger, inciting dopamine pursuit. Closure aversion ensues, equating to defeat's agony. Thus, you endure, anticipate, aspire. Trading devolves into effective wagering. Most failures attribute not to technical deficits but to ignorance of emotional biochemical usurpation. Prolonged hopefulness erodes rationality, plans yield to instincts, and instincts falter as traders illustrate with a ubiquitous narrative. Alex initiates a long gold position. Plan intact, entry, safeguards. Targets. Post-entry, minor dip incites unease. Rather than compliance, he scrutinizes micro-intervals, deeming it corrective. Further descent, stop. Nears, yet he extends it. Now, ego preservation supersedes risk mitigation. Aspiration averts admission of error. Hours elapse, market plummets, modest. Loss balloons. Agony compels closure, ire ensues. Rebound follows, accusations of rigging fly. Yet, hope orchestrated the debacle. Defeat stemmed from loss. Intolerance, not market malice. Hope doesn't foster endurance, it induces oblivion. Authentic endurance roots in methodological trust, not result fixation. Plan-adherent loss. Not debacle, but datum. Rule-bending fortune. Not triumph, but veiled sabotage. Intriguingly, hope invades victories too, breeding rapacity. Profits mount, you covet endless. Ascent, neglecting trails. Reversal devours gains, belated panic closure breeds remorse. The sentiment-sustaining deficits also overextend surpluses. How do virtuosos counteract? Through unflinching candor. They regulate not solely trades but anticipations. Pre-execution, loss probability is internalized. Mindset, not victory imperative, but edge present, proceed, then advance. This disengagement begets uniformity. Consistency arises from pain tolerance sans defiance. Post-entry uncontrollability mandates emotional command. Delve into logic, objective action via empirical cues, sans subjective bias. Hope supplants with fables, consolidation pre-surge, liquidity. Harvest, imminent rebound. Comforting fallacies, not precision. Ironically, hope evades transient ache yet breeds enduring torment. Prompt severance stings briefly, hopeful tenacity torments protractedly. Remedy. Cultivate uncertainty anticipation. Enter bias-free, outcome indifferent. Wins or losses. Equanimous, process-bound. Losses cease to stun, becoming insights. Detachment clarifies, market's voice amplifies, unfiltered by desires. Envision hope as haze, obscuring verity. Dispel it, trade sans validation need, and rationality prevails. This delineates novices from experts, amateurs seek effective solace, professionals pursue probabilistic steadiness. One prioritizes immediate correctness, the other temporal accuracy. Hope binds to singular ventures, logic liberates to odds. This transition revolutionizes psyche, drawdown composure, streak restraint. Serene implementation. Trades transcend identity trials, becoming statistical. Entries in extended odyssey. Next hopeful utterance, may this prosper, signals alarm. Emotions anchor to results. Counter, setup compliant, outcome managed expertly. Logic. Triumphs aspiration. Confidence derives from readiness, not surety. Market. Favors adapters, not aspirants. Hope resists ambiguity, logic embraces it. Serenely. Mastery obviates market affirmation, it imparts truth absorption. Cease pursuing fantasies, trade actuality. Inevitably. Traders confront market uncontrollability, unpredictable reversals, volume ebbs, news disruptions. Yet, they persist in futile mastery, prolonged staring. Stop adjustments, hasty re-entries, position doublings, all chasing illusory dominion. Hope escalates to fixation, positing vigilant scrutiny or tenacity. Bends reality. Trading rebuffs such hubris, resistance accelerates erosion. Psychologically. Brains abhor indeterminacy, craving order. Markets revel in flux, clashing. Intrinsically. Unresolved, turmoil ensues, distress, trepidation, rashness. Vendetta, despair. Logic yields to convictions, reaction to prognostication. Observation to aspiration, acceptance to coercion. Letting go. Not abdication, but outcome detachment amid precise enactment. Control confines to exposure, initiation, termination, self-restraint. Remainder, market's realm. Analogize sailing, winds untamed, sails adjustable. Defiance stalls, harmony. Propels. Trading essence distilled. Surrender yields. Acuity, market unmasked, sans wishful tint. Nuances surface, framework. Evolutions, impetus alterations, absorption areas, fatigue hints. Emotional reflexes. Seed to astute replies. Consistency crystallizes. Deeper. Reluctance roots in ego. Control illusion shields self-image, error equates. Personal assault. Brain retorts with negation, mere dip. Forthcoming surge, extra opportunity, external tampering. Defenses, not tactics. Short-term evasion spawns chronic ruin. Legends like Livermore affirmed, markets infallible, views fallible. Relinquishing. Righteousness unlocked prosperity. Market proffers truth, if attuned. Unnoticed. Outcomes uncontrollable, probabilities swayable. Repeated edge application. Emotion-free, tilts scales temporally. Discipline breach resets, signals. Effective dominance. Retrain, loss. Safety, error non-failure, merely probabilistic variance. Maturity, equanimity. Amid mismatch. Confidence from enactment, not victories. Execute amid turmoil. Authentic assurance. Exists sans certainty presumption. Ponder, trade. Entry immerses in anarchy. Rational, embrace. Resistance breeds strain. Impulsivity. Release dissipates, respiration steadies, cognition decelerates. Market transfigures from foe to reflector, thoughts, sentiments, stress. Responses mirrored. Panic at minor adversities. Psychological, not technical. Premature closures fearing gain. Evaporation. Trust deficit. Setup non-retention. Insecurity. Market unveils. Self-perpetually. Advancement, reaction refinement. Stinging. Liberation, market mastery unnecessary for profitability, self-mastery suffices. Surrender, sagacity, not frailty. Uncertainty accepted, discipline. Unwavering. Professionals, edge temporal fruition amid volatility. Unfazed by dips or surges, systemic fidelity. Not. Prediction, execution. Ego from former, capital from latter. Realization pivots. Cease coercion, permit prospects, emotional to strategic, demand to alignment. Letting go, presence over prognostication. Now focused management. Loss. Inhale, proceed. Gain, inhale, proceed. Market remunerates restraint, not fervor. Enduring. Traders, process-centric discourse, exposure, implementation, restraint. Inward. Gaze, self-conquest amid arena. Anxiety pre-entry or post-fixation. Attachment. Lingers. Detach, tranquility ensues. Uncontrollable untamed, controllable. Excelled. Trading evolves, turmoil to lucidity. Paradox, minimal. Control yields maximal. Sparse expectation, abundant yield. hope diminished. Vision sharpened. Aspire thereto, market independence, discipline reliance. Torture to flow. Authentic epiphany. Eventually. Chart cease culpability. Not tactics, tools, initiations, deeper, expectative. Entrapment. Invisible burden demotes experts to novices. Composes serene. Configurations to frantic withdrawals, rational choices to sentimental. Disarray, viable schemes to internal conflicts. Expectation, uniformities. Silent saboteur. Insidious onset. Concealed in objectives, benchmarks, visions. Weekly $500. Loss rectification. Recovery catalyst. Seemingly benign, yet each binds effect to ungovernable results. Mismatch. Psyche. Buckles. Strategy skepticism, self-reproach, coerced entries. Cycle. Anticipation, letdown, exasperation, reprisal. When grasped. Clung desperately. Evanescent sentiment pursued. Trap, effective. Necessity from trading. Validation craving. Emotional infusion. Deprofessionalizes. Market indifferent to emotions, responsive to responses. Triumphants, not automatons, outcome meaning detached. Discipline expression. Sans effective need. Endurance therefrom. Emotional circuit severed. Visualize, trade halts at safeguard. Typical, misstep. Delay warranted. Liquidity pursuit. Elite, acceptable. Plan lucid. Await successor. Identical deficit, divergent psyches. Variance, expectation. Former anticipated victory, latter, nil, mere correctness. Distinction. Lifelong anguish versus liberation. Detachment, ambition sans sabotage. Goals. Sans effective bonds. Profit sans self-esteem linkage. Confidence, composure. Amid shortfall. Energy redirect, losses instructive, not combative. Market. Comprehension over dread. Observations, cadence, archetypes, collective psyche. In bars. Mastery. Observer stance. Stillness inception. Cacophonous mind muffles market verity. Emotional veil obscures. Release, quietude restores. Clarity trading ensues. Irony. Non-reward expectation oft rewards, decisions purified. Fear/greed absent. Logic, odds, restraint prevail. Proofless execution. Professional demarcation. Trade for systemic alignment, sans feel good. Embrace, serenity in deficits. Loss, fulfillment, not fiasco. Edge enacted, triumph, regardless. Multitudes. Forfeit liberty, win attachment. Success equals profit, not procedure. Yet procedure. Births profit, detachment safeguards. Unspoken, profit uncontrollable. Performance steerable. Result fixation forgets excellence. Burnout, effective. Fuel, hope/fear fleeting. Disciplined, enduring, clarity/structurally powered. Recent trades. Entry from setup or avarice. Retention logical or aspirational. Hope-driven. Emotional trading. Market penalizes mercilessly. Escape, acceptance ethos. Defeat integral to victory. Declines normative. Imperfection existential. Attainment, simplicity. Not effortless, but unadorned. Overanalysis halts. Prognostication ceases, response commences. Stabilization. Consistency. Reaction uniformity, not victories. Supreme system, unstable effect equals random. Outcomes. Daily aim, flawless plan trading. No pursuit of. Gains/excitement, execution. Irony, gains pursue. Decisions refined, swift cuts. Prolonged holds, unhesitant adherence. Enhancement, mind state alteration, not. Tactical. Expectation. Psyche to peace psyche. Market non-validator, self-validation via restraint. Battle to artistry. Art, expression, not dominion. Disciplined, mastery via. Serene enactment. Trades, strokes in success panorama. Process enjoyment. Resurges. Anxiety dissipates. Candle fixation for reassurance ends. Pip. Indifference. Observation solitary. Therein, mist. Peace unearthed. Peace, loss immunity to control. Mastery sensation, equanimity. Amid turmoil. Ceased expectation, coercion, pursuit. Self-mastery soul worth. Chart confrontation, market trading or expectation trading. Answer dictates. All.